Praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. Fair use, fair use. Uh, 1976 Fair Use Act. Um, I'm going to be looking at. I just want to make a couple of comments on Michelle Obama's podcast. Because um, I started taking a look at it, and I'm actually wondering what is her mission statement. Uh, what does she expect to accomplish here? What does she expect to accomplish? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm over here now. You can kind of see a little bit of me. But I want to know, what does she expect to accomplish? What is her? Because see, the reason why I'm saying that, I mean, anybody can have a little talk show and just talk, but her being a leader of society, her being a leader of society on such a high level, what does she expect to accomplish just chit chatting, just sitting down here chit chatting when the world is being destroyed? Let's just look at a little bit of it. Let's see.
But, I think when we think back to where that came from, I think about just the physical closeness that we had. I mean, a lot of people have questions. They want to know, especially when they see somebody of note with a platform who, by every measure looks successful. The first question is how? I think this podcast, first and foremost, gives us an opportunity to hear from folks. We're going to be taking, questions from listeners who are going through some things and just need a little advice. They want to hear from people in conversations, and folks are looking for a place where they can just they can hear stories. I mean, what I realize is, like, by sharing some of these stories, it always taps into something from somebody else. People, they want to hear some honest kind of conversation about how people are working it through. And we don't have all the answers, I mean, this show isn't about us being experts at anything other than the lives that we've lived. But what we...
Hey, so she gonna tell you she gonna tell us how to navigate through Babylon falling and God and the Most High God destroying all the wicked. She gonna tell you just, hey, do they even, just by telling her little stories, how she grew up, and is that her brother or her sister? They look just alike. Are they twins? I didn't mean to say sister, but are they twins? Because they look too much alike. He looks feminine, with all his hair off his face. She looked more masculine than he do, and she's cute. But I'm just saying, hey man, this thing, we gonna take notes from these freaks, man. These freaks. She gonna tell us. She gonna show us how to navigate. And wait a minute, let's listen to some more. But how in the hell is she going to help the world, help the people to get through this shit Donald Trump is putting on us the Lord is putting on us, breaking us down, getting ready to destroy this world. And she gonna get up here and help the people. She worships some of them preachers, man, and some of these wicked Israelite leaders and wicked preachers. Let's listen, man. This is gonna be so comical.
Do have are a lot of opinions.
Hence the name.
In my opinion, IMO. This episode is brought to you.
Okay, I might have to cut that out. I hope. Shoot, I might have to start all over again. Cause that's her. No, maybe not. Cause that's her music, and it's her show. So let's see. Let me see if I can come past that music part. Okay, let's watch.
I know, really. But our dynamic is so in my view, unique. I think there are plenty of siblings who have great relationships, but, I think when we think back to where that came from, I think about just the physical closeness that we had. I mean, we weren't wealthy.
Right.
And Dad was working class. We lived in the same apartment our whole lives and had to grow into that.
Why in the hell does she think that we need to hear about how they grew up? I mean, this ain't Queen Elizabeth. I mean, this ain't Jesus' mother Mary and the Christ. You ain't talking about their life. Do anybody really give a darn about how this woman and her brother grew up? Are anybody taking notes from her? Do anybody feel like her lifestyle and what she's talking about now will change their situation? What Trump is doing, what the white supremacists is doing, what the hatred of these nations are doing to us? Who is she talking to? That's another thing. We want to know who is her target audience? Who is she targeting for an audience? Because she's not targeting the white supremacists, right? We all know that, right? She's not targeting the white supremacists. Nobody white wants to hear a damn thing coming out of her mouth. Is she so delusional? They talk about read the room. She was on a world leader's level, a world leader scale. How did they talk her in? Who talked her? Is she so delusional that she would step down? Let's show you how Babylon, people. Now, y'all look, this is how Babylon is falling, man. This is how Babylon is falling, man. I want y'all to see Babylon is falling. This is how it is falling. A world leader stepped down, and now she's going to fix the world and fix. You know who her target audience is. We already know that. Nobody gives a damn in the white world, in the Edomite world, what she's talking about. She's a slave. Who gives a damn about a high-paid slave and what they talking about? Who gives a damn in the Edomite world? The Edomites are falling too. You think they give a damn about what she talking about, how kind of life she lives? Her and her weird-looking brother? You think the Edomites who's losing their kingdom give a damn? So who is she targeting? And who put her up to this crazy shit? Y'all tell me what you think, please, somebody. Write some comments. Listen to this, and man, I could be wrong. Is this helping anybody? From a world leader, they stoop to this level. This is all they have. Where are the psychiatrists? Who put her up to this? Does she have a therapist? Somebody that can help her, give her medicine or something? What does she plan to accomplish? Does anybody, except for the 2/3, the delusional 2/3, why is she going after the 2/3? The 2/3 is already going to meet their doom with Babylon. You don't need to go and sign and seal them. They don't have the seal of the Most High on them. Although he's going to bring them out when he delivers us from the hands of Babylon, he's going to bring them out too. They're going to get destroyed, some of them now and some of them later. But you're not going to be able to touch the people who are sealed. You're not going to be able to touch the sealed people, God's chosen people. That's going to stand up against you wicked doers. Let's listen. I don't want to talk. I'm so upset. I'm not so upset. I'm just bewildered, baffled.
And as a result, you and me, we were physically close growing up.
Remember when we used to share a bedroom?
Of course, that was our life growing up. We shared the same room until you went to high school, right?
That's right.
Well, let's first just recall how small the apartment we lived in. It seemed like it was huge.
Yeah, you see, You see what she promoting here? She's promoting incest. Yeah, if that's not I don't know who that is over there sitting over there. Can anybody prove that that's her real brother? That's her brother, or is that AI? Is that AI over there? But what she just promoted was incest. They shared the same room. They shared the same room. Now, I know a lot of people shared the same room, but that ain't normal for a girl and a boy to share the same room until they went to high school. It's something weird about them. It's something weird about that family, man. What they're doing is the same. They're working for Esau, and to make weird ungodly stuff seem normal to black people. Y'all got the 2/3. Y'all don't have to do this. You don't have to make a fool out of yourself like this. Y'all already got the 2/3. What is the point? Let's listen.
But it was essentially 2 bedrooms, right?
No, it was 1 bedroom.
Well, that little offshoot bedroom that mom and dad stayed in, you would consider that a bedroom.
But that was the only bedroom. The room we were in was actually the living room. And the living room what we called the living room was actually the dining room.
Huh. Okay. All right. So that's how small it was.
That's how small
we had
it was,
to turn it into something else. But the biggest room was always ours.
Yes.
Let me see. Y'all remember them slave shacks we used to live in one room? Them shotgun shacks my dad used to call them. He's shotgun shack with the holes you can see through the wall. You can look, you lay in the bed and look up, you can see the moon and the stars. Talk about that. Go talk about that. Y'all didn't have it hard. Those slaves, my dad and them, they had it hard. Okay?
We were little, like baby littles.
Like 5 and 3.
The twin beds were head to head with like an end table in between.
And we had matching spreads.
Yeah, that mom made. They were these big, bold stripes, and the twin beds were up against the wall, and she had the concept of creating like these little padding boards.
Yes.
She was so crafty, so she created these foam pads that she hung along the side to make.
Okay, this is destroying me. Let's move. Let's go a little further. Let's go where Vicky Dillard was up here, cause I listened to Vicky and I got on here. She said that they are going to. She's going to begin to try to destroy black media. So let's see.
Remember, Mom always, when we would always ask Mom, how do you know something? She was like, well, I don't know everything.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. She was never afraid to tell us when she wasn't sure.
And she said, let me think about it and get back to you. And that was one of the most powerful things as a parent.
Like you're not supposed to know everything.
You don't have to know everything.
That was one of the most powerful things that, as a parent, to say, I don't know everything. Y'all crazy, man. That's crazy.
And it's better to say you don't know than to make up something or lie or get yourself caught in a position.
What the hell they talking about?
Where your kids come back to you and say, you gave me bad advice.
And a lot of parents are, a lot of parents think that a part of being the parent is to be the one with all the knowledge
all the time,
and protect them, or in order to keep them safe. It's like,
is she talking to kindergartners or what, man? Is she talking to 15-year-old? She talking to people 15-year-old. That's the level of intellect that they're using right now. They are talking to 12, 13, 14, and 15-year-olds. They are not talking to people giving any kind of advice or any kind of thinking lessons, any kind of cognitive thinking lessons, thinking, wellness, health to anybody that can make a difference in this world. That can, they're not on a higher scholastic level, academic level. They're talking to 12, and the information that they're bringing out, you learn this when you're 15 years old. Let me put it like that.
Let me not share with you how I messed up a few times.
Yeah.
And I never felt the pressure of their...
Why don't you share with us how Esau messed up and how you messed up supporting that African you married to? Why don't you share with us that stuff? That stuff is meaningful. That stuff is beneficial to the nation. What are you doing? You acting like a child. Y'all are talking to kids.
Judgment or their expectation in our lives.
And it's funny you say that, because this reminds me of my favorite lesson from them. When you talk about there's never any judgment, the only time mom and dad would really be upset with us is if we said, well, so-and-so said I should be doing this. And how about that?
So who gives a damn about what they just said, man? The world is going through all this chaos. And everything is happening to black people, and y'all gonna get up here and take their mind somewhere else. Or have y'all been smoking some kind of, I don't know. What is wrong with these people, man? What the hell is wrong with Michelle Obama? This is strategy. This is strategy from, the colonizers. You can't stand to watch this shit for 10 minutes. They talking to 15-year-olds. They talking to 15-year-old children. This is the information. Nobody over 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 could sit and listen to this. This is ridiculous.
The word so-and-so.
Yeah,
that was
a
a
big
Robinson term.
Who are these so-and-so?
So-and-so.
Yeah, it's just...
So-and-so?
So-and-so was...
You have to have no problems in the world to sit and listen to this, if you understand what I mean. People with problems, how they gonna eat, how they gonna feed their kids and all of that, they don't have time to listen to this shit. That's why I'm telling you, the age appropriate for this conversation would be adolescents. People who don't have problems.
Always a little trifling. That's all I remember about so-and-so.
So-and-so was trouble. If you hung out with so-and-so, you were going to get in trouble.
That's the only, way you were going to ruin your life is following in behind so-and-so.
And mom would be meet so-and-so. Well, but my point is, if you ever came in the house.
So y'all get my point? This is a waste of time. Let's go down midway. There's nothing in here.
Well, I should tell the story chronologically, because when I didn't lean on you happened before I leaned on you. Just in this example was when I was going through my first divorce, my only divorce. Yeah. And I didn't tell you about it.
Yeah.
And the reason I didn't tell my sister about it, or my mom, or anybody close to me,
or just the challenges you guys were facing,
was because I know my sister, and I said,
listen, man, I can't stand to listen to this feminine dude, man. I'm gonna have to let's run through a little more.
Just being able to call you up and.
See, what they're talking about is meaningless to the society today. I mean, this show is going to bomb. We are way ahead of you, Esau. We understand what you're doing. This is the equivalent of sending her husband out saying, now the brother, I know y'all don't want no woman telling you what to do. Man, the brothers ain't never had no problem with no black woman helping them out and feeding them and fixing them a plate and, sharing their income with them. Shit, we ain't never had no problem with that. So what are you talking about, Obama? She's just as silly as you, man. Y'all sitting up here, y'all puppets. Y'all puppets for the puppet master. Babylon is falling. This is a perfect example of how bad they are falling. They getting rid of. Are they pulling out all the bootlicks? They pulling out all the bootlips and you know, hey, it's gotta be bad, man. The Most High, and you know it's gonna get worse because we saw how those storms and stuff hit. We saw how those storms and those atrocities hit just a few days ago. So I'm not gonna hold y'all on this, man.
And they loved his stupid jokes. They loved the jokes. You know, he felt like a
okay, Obama. Okay, that's it for y'all. All praises to the Most High. Y'all see what they doing? They don't have nothing else, man. They have nothing to interest us. Babylon has nothing to interest us, nothing to entertain us, to draw us back to their silly games, good cop, bad cop, Democrat, Republicans. They have nothing else to draw us back to their silly games. We are dependent on the Most High. We are depending on the Most High God. Let me see. Now, if you want to talk about something, Michelle Obama, this is what you should be doing right here. You move from there to this. You move from this to where you at now. That's a fall. This is a fall. See that Morocco flag right there with the green star? Morocco on both sides and the American USA flag in the middle. That's where they were. They were telling the truth. Morocco, do you think she's standing with the Moroccan flag for a joke and kicks? Or is she trying to tell you something? See, she's intelligent. They know what they're supposed to be doing, so they got them in the dragon's mouth. There's a reason why the commerce banner is in between the two American flags. You will catch on now. Will you wait until it's too late? Will you catch on now, or will you wait until it's too late to stand up? You see what's happening? So yeah, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back here. All praises to the Most High. She fallen. I told y'all they have fallen. Okay.
new man. He's like, I got a new crew in. They were fascinated. While their daughters were like, you are sad, Dad came in. So they remember that because that was like
America, Babylon is falling. We see it. This is proof right here. So all praises to the Most High. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't be fooled by these people. They're reaching for straws. Yeah, they're reaching for straws. They're at their wits' end. And they don't even realize that they can't beat God. They can't beat Yahweh, Bahashem, and Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. So, Barakatham to Israel.